Talk about the types of database. There are mainly two types of database. Flat file database. A flat file database refers to the data files that contain records which have a small, fixed number of fields without any structured relationship. For example, Microsoft Excel. Relational database. A relational database stores the data in several tables and links those tables together to get a common piece of information. For example, Microsoft Access, Microsoft SQL, Oracle. Students, let's know more. A database that consists of two or more data files located at different sites in a computer network is called a distributed database. Okay, now let us understand about structure of database. A database contains a specific structure to store data. Let us study some basic terminologies used in a database that will help us in getting acquainted with the functioning of a DBMS. Number 1. Tables. Tables are the building blocks of a database. They store the complete data in a structured manner, that is, in the form of rows and columns. Every table has a finite number of columns and rows. Elements of a table. Fields. All the columns in a table are called fields. A field describes a particular attribute of all the records in a table. For example, the field roll number in students table will store the roll numbers of all the students. Records. The rows in a table are called records. A record contains the values for all the fields that belong to a single person or an entity. For example, when we enter data of all the fields such as roll number, full name, and marks for a given student, it creates a new room in a table which is called a record. Data. A set of characters that represents a valid value is known as data. For example, 3, Dipti, 90, 88, and 70 are the data values for the specific fields of the following table. Students. Queries. A database stores vast amount of data, but queries help us to retrieve the filtered data based upon some conditions. Queries are also used to perform actions such as delete, update, etc. on the data based upon some criteria, conditions. Students, let's know more. Structured Query Language (SQL) is a standard interactive and programming language for retrieving and updating information from a database. Forms. Forms are the user-friendly interfaces that facilitate the process of entering data in tables and queries. A form has an attractive interface that accepts data from the user and forwards it to the corresponding table or query. Reports. Reports are used to display the selected data in a printable format. Reports collect the summarized data from one or more tables or queries and organize it in a printable form. Students, let's know more. The overall design structure of the database is called database schema, which describes the records and relationship among them. Okay, students, let me tell you what is Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is the most popular and powerful RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, that serves as an integral part of the Microsoft Office suite. It has a graphical user interface. It is used to organize and manipulate a large volume of data efficiently. It organizes data in the form of tables and helps in creating a relationship between these tables by using the common fields. A relational database enables to prevent duplication of data. Another important feature of Access is that you can add, update, delete, and view the data by using forms, find and retrieve the data in a desired way by using queries, and print the data in a specific layout by using reports. Some other popular RDBMS are Sybase, Oracle, SQL, Structured Query Language. Students, let's know more. Microsoft's SQL Server is an example of a RDBMS that serves database requests from multiple users. Let us understand the concept of relationship with the help of an example. To maintain the student's database in RDBMS, instead of entering all the records in a single table, we will split our fields into two tables having a common column, such as roll number. Number 1, Students Information Table. The students' information table consists of information about students. To enter the details of students' percentages and grades, you do not have to include all the fields in the separate table, which have already been included in the students' information table. You will take only a common field in the second table. By linking on this common field, you can retrieve the desired set of records from both the tables. Marks table. Notice that the values of the roll number field in marks table are the same as the values in the students' information table. You can define a relationship between both the tables using common field, that is, roll number. Thus, by splitting the related information into different tables, our DBMS reduces the duplication of data. Students, let's know more.